Hello everybody, it's Sarah and today I'm here with Top 5 Wednesday. And can we just very quickly acknowledge that I actually managed to upload 2 videos 2 weeks after another. And like not 10 days, not 12 days, not 8 days, but exactly 7 days after another. I'm kind of proud of myself a little bit and I don't know if that's pathetic or not. Anyway. Let me get started. This week's topic is our top 5 books that we either didn't like or that we even just didn't care about too much, but that for some reason have something about them that make us want to discuss them again and again, and that just have a lot of points that make it easy for us to discuss them. Let me just get into the list right now, which for once is actually in order. First, I have The Hobbit. I know there are a lot of people out there who absolutely love this book, and I did not exactly dislike the book, but I still gave it only 2 stars because there was just nothing about this book that I liked. I found it really dull and boring, and I have the unpopular opinion that actually the movies are better. I mean, they're not like masterworks in terms of movies and can't get close to the Lord of the Rings movies, and each film should probably be cut short at least an hour, and the CGI is kind of overdone, but at least there are exciting parts in the movies. All the fights that you see in the movies, yeah, they don't happen in the book because every time Bilbo is either absent or he's unconscious. So yeah, I do often discuss with people not exactly the book, but like book versus movie and that kind of stuff. And so this is the 5th spot on my list. The 4th spot goes to Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb, which is the 3rd book in a Life Ship Traders trilogy. I do have a review on the whole trilogy. I think it's the whole trilogy and not just this book, so I'll leave it in the description box down below. And it's not exactly this whole book as a whole that I didn't care about. I mean, I enjoyed the trilogy, but I hated the ending, and I can talk hours about the ending and what I think is problematic about the ending. I think in my review I actually talked the most about the ending of the whole series because I think it is something important to discuss, and yeah, so definitely number 4 on this spot. If it weren't just the ending but the whole book, it would probably be higher. So next, I feel like this whole list is just going to be a list of books that people love. And I think the reason why I can discuss them so much is because people love them, because I can discuss the counterpoint to that. So number 3 spot is again a much loved author, and that's Rick Riordan, and the book is Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer. Maybe even the whole Magnus Chase series, but I can't tell you because I didn't continue on, because I just wasn't interested enough. I mean, I'm not even talking about the whole stuff with Rick Riordan basically recycles the same story again and again and again, and I don't feel like there's that much difference between his main characters, even though he does a good job of having a diverse cast of characters. But what I'm talking about is the almost abysmal representation of Norse mythology. Abysmal is maybe a bit harsh, because it's not bad exactly, it's just very, very boring, and it's abysmal compared to his depiction of Greek mythology in the Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus series. I talked about this quite a bit in my review. Again, I have a review on this book, so I will leave this link down below and just leave it at that. Next, another quite hyped book, and that is Outlander. And with this, I do know that I am not alone in this, that there are actually quite a few quite problematic things happening in this book that should be discussed, I feel. I actually feel kind of uncomfortable that this book is so popular, and it's a kind of similar story, I guess, as with Twilight, where people loved it and didn't really see that the relationship in the book kind of has a problematic side to it. And again, I have a review on the book and I will leave it linked down below, so go and watch that. And the last thing is not even a book, but a whole series, actually 2 whole series, and that is just Sarah J Maas, but more so the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, but that's like right at the bottom of a book pile in my other shelf, and I kind of didn't want to get it out at the moment because I'm a lazy ass. So we'll have to make do with Throne of Glass. And if you have watched some of my videos before, some of my wrap-ups before, you might know why I can discuss this series so much. And actually, with those books, it's not that I didn't enjoy them. I mean, ever since I noticed what I can discuss so much about them, I have enjoyed her books less and less and less. But the first time reading it, I definitely did enjoy them. So if you have not read the Black Jewel series by M. Bishop, I think you could still go ahead and read this series and enjoy it very much. But fact is, there are a lot of things in all of her books that are quite similar to M. Bishop's Black Jewel series. And Sarah J Maas has said that the Black Jewel series is, I think, one of her top 10 favorite series, and that Lucifer Yaslana, who is almost an exact copy of Rhys in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, is her #1 fictional crush. And the only reason why he is only almost an exact copy is because Rhys is actually kind of a mix between 2 characters in the Black Jewel series. This is a topic that kind of upsets me the more I think about it, honestly. I won't say it's copying, but if it is inspiration, I think it's just too much, and there's a point where you just have to stop, and there's a point where just too many things are too similar. A few months back I did find a video by a booktuber whose name I don't remember, who actually just made a whole list and a 25-minute video of all the things she thought were similar and or the same, and I will try to find that video again. If I do, I will link it down below. And if you want to watch the video where I first talked about noticing the similarities, I will leave my A Court of Mist and Fury review down below. I think that was the one where I talked about it first. But again, I actually do enjoy reading the books. I think I have grown out of them, even if it weren't for the similarities, and I kind of just want to reread them and just see what I can find that is similar. And yeah, I will just stop talking about that now because, as I said, I could go on forever. So that was it for this week's video. Leave your comments down below. What are the books that you can discuss for ages that aren't exactly books that you love or like? Again, all the reviews that I mentioned will be linked down below, as well as my social media sites and all the info for Top 5 Wednesday. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye!